Why should Fall River trust you?
Why should Fall River trust me?
That's the question.
Thank you. That's an excellent question. Well, it's not so much why they should trust me, but the question should be, how many years have they trusted me for? I've been on the council for 23 years. And from the first day that I ran for office, I said that I'm going to hold true to my beliefs and do everything I can to make this city a better place for all of us. And I've held true to that belief. From my first resolution that I ever filed, what had to do with relining the water mains. I can remember prior to being elected, people would come to the city council chambers with jars of dirty water. Many of you out there will remember the jars of dirty water where they couldn't take a bath, they couldn't wash their clothes because the pipes, the water mains were rusty and old. And I filed a resolution to replace those water mains. That was the first resolution I filed. As of today, we've relined 60 miles of water mains, and I've made sure that every year money is put into that fund to continue to reline the water mains. There's 40 miles left, and then we'll have the entire city completely remodeled, redone with new water mains.
Fall River should trust me because of my 27-year record of serving your children and the city of Fall River. I have focused my entire campaign on honesty, integrity, the hallmarks of things you need to be successful. I do not...
We together at this team have done what some people would call the impossible. There is no other community in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts that has eliminated fees and still increased services the way that this community has over just a 3-year period. So I'm asking for more time to continue to show you what other fees we want to eliminate, what other things we want to do in our community. There is not a day that goes by that I have not worked and earned the trust of this community. I can't control that I was accused of something in my youth that I will be vindicated of. I can't control that. That's not my fault. None of these candidates here can tell you of one thing that I've been accused of and charged with that I did as the mayor of the city of Fall River.
But I'm also someone who's been an educator for a long period of time, someone who's been promoted throughout my career, and someone who's helped kids along the way, from a teacher to a vice principal to a principal who worked in an alternative education program, turned it around, made sure that kids were coming to school, that they had the education they needed, the support they needed, socioeconomic support, but also that they showed up every day with someone there to care for them. Trust is something you build through being involved in the community. From being president of youth soccer for 20 years of involvement, coaching in basketball, being an elk here in the city for 22 years. I've been involved regardless if it's elections or if it's just being involved in my community or just being my family involved in the community. This community has been everything to me. It has allowed me from the start to go through the pieces of my life that sometimes were difficult. And sometimes I could look back and say, the things that I did, the things that I have accomplished were because of the people that were around me on a daily basis. I had their trust, and they had trust back in me. Thank you.
I've been very successful. I have 15 years working in this field. I've been promoted to being in the top of my field. And that's why I'm asking you, the voters, to place your trust in me. Also, because I believe that hard work is not just a noun, it's a verb. I am running for mayor because I have chosen to live here, to work here, and to invest here, to build my future here, like so many of you. I believe that there is dignity in hard work, that people who built this city on their backs and worked in the mills should not be priced out of our city just because, like some of my opponents want to bring in high-end housing into those very mills. My concrete plans and solutions are for you, and they are not trump cards. I will not pull out and keep a campaign promise at the 11th hour. I will do it from the get-go because it is the right thing to do.
Whether you're with me or against me, I respect you, and I will treat you that way. And we're going to run the city government that way. There will be no get-back websites or trying to make someone look bad. If we disagree, we'll shake hands and go our separate ways. Thank you.